Hey, old lady, how long are you planning to stay in this house? Just get divorced and leave already. Your old person smell is seriously annoying.
Kevin, you haven't spoken to me in months. What brought this on?
Don't you get that you're just a burden to us? It's amazing you're still living here after being ignored by me and Dad for 10 years.
Kevin, you left this morning without saying a word. What's with the sudden message? Why are you being so nasty when this is the first time you've contacted me in ages?
Whatever, you're not worth explaining things to.
I still make your meals every day. Even though you never acknowledge me, I'm still your mother.
I just checked the university acceptance announcements. I got into my first choice school and I'm feeling great. Thought I'd send you a goodbye message while I'm at it.
Getting into your first choice university is amazing. You worked really hard for this. Congratulations.
Don't act like you care now. You never helped me study.
I tried to help many times. You always refused my help and walked away.
Finally, I can live on my own. Since I'm going to a university downtown, there's no way I can commute from home, so you'll get the honor of paying for my living expenses and tuition.
What are you talking about? This was your choice. The university isn't even that far from home. You could definitely commute.
I'm not living in this house anymore. I want my own place.
If you want to live on your own, that's fine, but you'll have to pay for that yourself. That's only natural. Besides, you never even consulted me about going to university. Money doesn't just appear out of nowhere, you know. These are things we should have discussed together to see if it was feasible.
Discussed? When have you ever been worth discussing anything with?
I've tried to talk to you countless times. You chose to ignore me.
You don't get any right to refuse. You have to pay. You're the one who chose to have me, right? I never asked to be born.
That doesn't mean I have to fund every decision you make without discussion.
So now I have to suffer through life because of you? It's all your fault. You reap what you sow, so obviously you have to pay for me to live. That's all you're good for, you old hag.
Do you hear yourself? Is this how your father taught you to speak to people?
Pay for my university tuition, and all my living expenses, too.
I've been paying for your high school tuition and living expenses all this time. I was lenient about high school. Compulsory education only goes through middle school, you know.
So what? That's the bare minimum.
Maybe parents have obligations until then, but after that, it's your choice. Parents aren't obligated to hold your hand and help you. Even so, I sent you to high school, and cram school too. And yet here you are, not only showing zero gratitude, but trying to throw it back in my face.
Gratitude? Don't get cocky. When have you ever done anything worth being grateful for?
I've supported you your entire life.
Your cooking sucks. You're an ugly old hag who's embarrassing to be seen with, and you're only worth the money you can make for the family.
I see your father's influence in your words.
You should be grateful we're even letting you pretend to be part of this family by letting you pay for things.
Pretend to be family? Are you saying I only get to play at being family with you both because I'm contributing money?
That's right. You yourself have no value, so your money is the only thing that matters, so at least contribute something to us.
My, what big talk you've got.
An old woman like you would be really pathetic if you got divorced and thrown out into society at your age. That's why you're so desperate to cling to us.
You seem to know a lot about divorce for someone your age.
Dad's been teaching me this entire time. He says society is harsh, that I need to go to a good university and catch a good woman.
Is that what he's been teaching you all these years?
Yeah, he warned me that otherwise I might end up trapped with a worthless woman like you, having to stay with her forever out of kindness.
So your dad's been saying those things. I see. Now I understand. You sure have a lot to say.
Yeah, poor me and Dad. Why don't you just go to hell already and free Dad and me from your dead weight?
I've made your lunches every day for 10 years without a word of thanks.
Nobody asked you to.
So you've become someone who can say such heartless things. Your thinking is quite warped, too. I'm shocked.
You're the warped one still hanging around where you're not wanted.
I never intended to chain you down. If anything, I thought I was helping you both. Even when I tried to ask you about university plans, you just kept ignoring me and wouldn't talk.
Because talking to you is pointless.
And when I tried to talk to your father about it, as usual, if he was in a bad mood, he'd just yell at me and throw things. There was no way to have a conversation. You saw all that and still took your father's side. I wonder if boys just naturally look up to that kind of behavior.
Stop talking to yourself. It's creepy. I'm not listening to your opinion, old woman.
Such strong words from someone asking for money.
I was in such a good mood and wanted to send you a message to let you know that this is goodbye, but talking to you just makes me angry. I'm gonna find an apartment for myself, so you better handle all the paperwork. Later!
If that's what you want to do, then do it yourself. I'm not going to coddle you anymore.
You'll regret this. Just wait until Dad hears about this.
I look forward to that conversation. Your mini-me son just contacted me for the first time in ages. He got into his first choice university, apparently. Since he never once consulted me about college, I don't want anything to do with it, so you can handle everything.
Why are you messaging me? I told you not to contact me.
This concerns our son's future. We need to discuss it.
So what? Getting notifications from you is annoying.
Someone needs to handle his university expenses.
Someone? You're his mother, aren't you? You deal with it.
Being his mother doesn't make me solely responsible for his education.
All you do is cook, clean, and pay money. You barely do anything motherly, and you can't even communicate properly with your son.
I've tried communicating. You both ignore me.
At least handle the university stuff properly as his mother.
And what about you? You're not just any parent. You're his father.
I am handling my part.
Why am I the only one doing housework, earning money, and paying for living expenses? Are you doing anything fatherly at all?
What? Of course I am. You can see it, can't you?
All I see is you turning our son against me.
Don't butt in when you can't even have a proper conversation with him. I'm the one having all the conversations with him to make up for your lack of communication.
The reason he started hating me in the first place was because you kept filling his head with nonsense.
What nonsense? I only tell him the truth.
You're the one who kept looking down on me, saying I was just an old hag who can't throw her weight around.
Isn't that what you are?
Those comments piled up, and that's why he started hating me. And yet now you're saying I should just pay money? That makes no sense.
Is there anything else you can do besides paying money?
I've been running this household for years.
We're doing you a favor by giving you the one thing you can do as a mother. He's being kind too.
Kind? He just demanded money from me.
We're giving you a role to play, otherwise you'd just be a stranger to us.
I already am a stranger to you both.
It would be pretty pathetic for an old hag like you to be thrown out of the house at this age, right? And you'd be divorced too.
Is that what you tell Kevin? To keep me afraid of divorce?
We're sheltering you knowing all that, so just shut up and be grateful to us.
You both ignored me and mistreated me for the past 10 years, but I still put our son through high school as his mother.
That was your duty!
But apparently, he thinks that was just expected, and you're acting high and mighty about being a father just because you talk to him, which is the bare minimum you should be doing.
At least I can talk to him. He respects me.
I've tried not to think too hard about these past 10 years, but I've reached my limit.
We reached our limit ages ago, and we're still playing house with you.
Playing house? Is that what this marriage is to you?
Be more grateful, you worthless woman!
I see. I understand. Well then, do whatever you want.
Just pay for his university and stay quiet. That's all you need to do.
We'll see about that.
Lily, I had so much fun today. I'm so happy we could love each other so much, my precious Lily. I want to be lovey-dovey with you again soon. Can I message you again tomorrow? I'll probably be tired from work, so I want to meet you so I can get more cuddles. Goo goo gaga.
What? I think you sent this to the wrong person. Who's Lily?
Sarah, delete that message.
And what's with that weird baby talk? That's beyond creepy. It's gross.
Don't read messages that aren't for you!
You sent them to me.
No, this was just my colleague accidentally sending something.
Your colleague sent messages from your phone?
Mind your own business.
Who is Lily?
It doesn't matter who she is. My colleague just accidentally sent his wife a message.
You expect me to believe that?
Yes, because that's what happened.
That makes no sense. Why would your colleague be with you and accidentally message his wife from your phone?
These things happen.
If that's true, let me talk to this colleague of yours.
That's not necessary.
And why would your colleague be reporting to his wife about how he just had a lovely time with Lily while he was supposedly with you?
You're overthinking this.
Stop with the ridiculous excuses. You just look stupid.
What? How dare you talk to your husband like that? You better watch it, old woman.
Are you threatening me now?
This has nothing to do with you anyway.
Your affair has nothing to do with your wife?
Watch your mouth.
Maybe work on not saying it. You better watch it to your wife. Nice touch there.
I told you not to contact me, but you messaged me first today, and that's why this message got sent by mistake.
So now it's my fault you sent disgusting messages to another woman?
This is all your fault. That's why I told you not to message me.
Your signature move of turning this around on me is getting pretty pathetic.
You don't understand anything.
I really didn't need to know about your baby talk fetish.
Don't mock me.
Is that why you were unsatisfied? Because I wouldn't do that kind of role play with you?
You're twisting everything.
Either way, there's no excuse for how creepy this is.
Shut up. What's your problem?
My problem is my husband sending messages like that to someone named Lily. You're obviously having an affair.
I was in a great mood, and then talking to an old hag like you totally ruined it.
Your affair ruined your mood? How inconvenient for you.
What are you gonna do about that?
Do about what? Your affair or your ruined mood?
All you do is make snide remarks. No wonder I got sick of you.
Remember something? You're the one who contacted me, David.
You weren't supposed to see those messages.
I'm completely the victim here. You're the one doing things that deserve snide remarks.
You're no victim.
I'm the one who's sick of a grown man saying goo goo gaga.
Stop bringing that up.
When I see stuff on social media about creepy old men having affairs, I thought it was just fiction. I never expected it to happen to me. It really is revolting.
You're just jealous.
I never imagined my own husband would be sending such disgusting messages.
At least she appreciates me.
I'm shocked, but now I have all the pieces of the puzzle.
You've been running your mouth long enough. I'm divorcing you.
Finally showing your true colors.
Sign the divorce papers.
Oh, how convenient! I was just about to say the same thing.
What did you say?
You act so high and mighty, and obviously you want to divorce me, right? So you'll sign them, won't you?
Don't act smug.
You're not going to make any problems, are you? Of course you'll divorce me, won't you?
You don't get to make demands.
You said it first. After all, you have your beloved Lily, don't you?
Leave her out of this.
So don't make a fuss and just sign the divorce papers.
You'll regret this.
I already have screenshots of everything.
Hey, when are you gonna deposit the university enrollment fee? I told you to pay the tuition, you old hag! Hurry up!
Huh. Oh my, who might this be?
Stop playing dumb, the deadline is coming up!
I really don't know who this is.
Ah! Have you finally lost it? Did the shock of divorcing Dad give you dementia?
I've divorced your father and cut ties with my former son.
What are you talking about?
I don't know why you're contacting me, but if you need help, go ask your beloved father.
He already said he won't pay.
Well, goodbye then.
Wait, what? Hold on!
Yes?
You're still my mother, aren't you?
Am I?
Of course you have to pay money for your son.
Why should I?
Because you're my mother!
Why do you think I would pay anything for you?
Because that's what mothers do!
There are plenty of people in this world who never went to university, and it's not the only path to becoming a respectable adult.
But I got accepted! I earned this!
You decided on your own that you're going to university, but that has nothing to do with me.
It has everything to do with you!
Whether you go to university or not is completely irrelevant to me.
You can't just stop being my mother!
If you made the decision yourself, figure it out yourself.
What? What kind of mother are you?
I originally intended to be one, and I even sent you through high school, so you have nothing to complain about.
That's different! This is university!
High school was actually extra. I didn't have to do that, but you seem to think it was just expected.
You're supposed to support your children!
But I'm not your mother anymore, so you'll have to go to university on your own 2 feet.
Don't mess with me! You get divorced on your own accord and then refuse to pay for my university fees? What's wrong with you?
Your father chose to end our marriage.
You're a complete failure as a mother!
Yes, that's right. Say whatever you want.
You can't just abandon me like this!
But you know, the world isn't that sweet. Nobody wants to stick around someone who acts all high and mighty but is actually powerless and only talks big.
I'm not powerless!
What goes around comes around. Your actions will come back to you.
Are you trying to teach me a lesson or something?
I've been working desperately to earn money and quietly paying for everything for your sake, but that's over now.
You can't just stop!
Work has been so busy that I've been trying not to think too deeply about the situation with you both and have just been getting by. But I'm done with that now.
This isn't fair!
You told me to hurry up and get divorced and leave, didn't you? So that's exactly what I did.
Even so, what about my tuition?
I told you I don't care.
But what am I supposed to do?
I tried to talk about this with you many times, but you ignored me, and now you suddenly demand money.
Because I need it now!
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're just a powerless kid who can't do anything without my money. Stop looking down on adults.
What did you say? You're my mother, so of course you should do this much!
Being a mother doesn't mean being your ATM.
Other mothers help their kids!
If that's true, then everyone in the world should be going to university, shouldn't they?
What are you talking about?
After all, everyone has a mother and father. They can't be born without them.
This isn't about other people!
So why are there so many people working with just a high school diploma? Are you saying all their parents failed in their parental duties?
That's different!
Well, if you said that in public, you'd be the one getting criticized.
I don't care what others think!
And at this rate, you'll be the one stuck with just a high school diploma, so you're only hurting yourself.
That's why I'm going to university!
With what money?
That's why I'm telling you to give me the money!
Did you really go to high school?
What's that supposed to mean?
Because you really don't seem to be understanding anything I say.
I understand perfectly!
When you ask someone for something, nobody will listen if you have that kind of attitude.
I'm not asking, I'm telling you!
Or did you think that just because I gave birth to you, I'd agree to whatever you say?
That's how it's supposed to work?
You're trying to rely on your mother with that attitude? Your words and actions are completely childish.
Then is Dad gonna pay? I was told you're in charge of money.
Oh, now you want to discuss your father.
Dad said he won't pay for this stuff. He said he's strict about these things.
Oh, so Mom is kind and spoils you, so she's in charge of money.
That's how it's always been.
I've been handling not just money, but all the housework, too.
That's your job!
When there were school events for parents to attend, I was the only one who handled those.
Nobody asked you to!
That man didn't do anything as a father, and instead was off fooling around with other women.
He's a man, so of course he'll have other women!
Oh, really? How shocking.
That's normal!
Well, you can watch what happens now. Watch how a man who only satisfied his own desires falls from grace.
Don't talk about Dad like that!
At this rate, you'll follow the same path as your father. But whether you take this as a cautionary tale or experience it yourself is your choice to make.
I don't need your lectures!
That's my final lesson to you.
Hey, wait! Just pay the money, that's all I need!
You can only say such childish things because you don't know how hard it is to earn money.
I know it's hard, that's why you should help me!
What benefit would I get from continuing to pay for you?
Because I'm your son!
Not only will I not pay, I'm going to make sure I get proper compensation from your father.
You can't do this!
From now on, handle your own affairs. Learn just how incompetent, powerless, and ignorant you are, and start over from rock bottom.
You'll regret this!
Goodbye, Kevin. afterward, I agreed not to show Kevin the screenshots of his father's creepy messages in exchange for getting a proper divorce settlement from my ex-husband. It wasn't just the goo-goo gaga messages. I had evidence of years of his infidelity that he definitely didn't want being shown in divorce court. The settlement negotiations were surprisingly quick after that. After the divorce, I blocked Kevin's messages and moved away, so he couldn't come asking me for help anymore. Word has it that Kevin ultimately couldn't go to university, and my ex-husband's life became quite difficult after paying the divorce settlement. The last I heard, he had to move to a smaller apartment, and Lily left him shortly after. Apparently, she was more interested in him when he had money to spend on her. Kevin ended up having to look for work with just a high school diploma, and through working hard every day to make ends meet, I heard that he finally realized how much I had been supporting him all along and changed his attitude. Some mutual acquaintances have told me he's been asking about me, trying to find out where I moved to. They say he wants to apologize, but honestly, I'm not interested. 10 years of silent treatment and abuse can't be erased with a simple sorry. I've started a new life in a different city. I have a nice apartment, good colleagues, and, for the first time in years, I can spend my money on myself instead of ungrateful family members. Sometimes I see mothers with their sons on the street, and I feel a twinge of what could have been. But honestly, that's all completely irrelevant to me now. The peace I've found in my new life is worth more than any family that only valued me for my wallet.
Alright, Leanna, but I'm really hungry, so please don't take too long. Daisy is also getting impatient, and she says she wants to eat soon too.
Hey, I keep telling you this, but we're both working full-time. Maybe you could make dinner sometimes, Jim? It'd be nice if you could share some of the household chores with me.
But your cooking is much better than mine. You always make such delicious dishes for us.
Your cooking is good too. You don't have to be a master chef to make something simple and tasty. Can't you at least make dinner when I'm going to be back late? We can take turns if you want.
Oh, I get it. You're taking it out on me because you've had a bad day at work, huh? You're feeling stressed and frustrated, so you're picking on me.
No, that's not it. I'm not picking on you. I'm just asking you to help me out a little.
You say that, but I can tell. You only say these things when you're busy at work. When you have a lot of work to do, you get cranky and complain about everything.
If you know I'm busy with work, then that's even more reason for you to cook. Whose fault do you think it is that I've had to work overtime for the last few days?
Huh? Are you saying it's my fault? How is it my fault?
It's because I'll be behind on this project from staying with your parents. 3 whole days, Jim. 3 days that I could have used to finish my work.
But they keep pestering me to go see them. They want to talk about moving closer to us too, so don't make me the villain here. They're just lonely and they miss us.
I told you that I'm against that, didn't I? Who was the one who asked them if we could stay a few days so we could talk about that? It was you, Jim. You were the one who invited them to stay with us.
It was me. But we're married, so my parents are your family too. You could treat them better, couldn't you?
I would if they treated me well back. You know that I'm not fond of your dad. He was always rude and intrusive to me. Don't you remember what happened when Daisy was a baby?
Oh, when Dad saw you breastfeeding her, that was so long ago. You're holding such a grudge over it when he just saw you by accident. He didn't mean to do anything wrong.
He was a stranger to me not that long before, and I only just had Daisy. She was so small and fragile back then. I think anyone would feel disgusted to be peeped on by their father-in-law in that situation. It was humiliating and violating. I won't ever forget it.
You just felt that way because we'd only just got married. It's been 10 years since then. You should have gotten over it by now. He didn't mean to do it, so you should forgive him.
How could I forgive him? I don't even want to go to their house anymore. I hate being there with them.
But if we don't visit them, they'll just come over to ours more often. They'll keep calling and nagging us until we agree to see them.
And it's your job to stop that, Jim. You need to set some boundaries with them and tell them no sometimes. Didn't I tell you there'd be no second chances? If your dad does anything like that again, I will leave their house immediately and never come back.
I know, but I couldn't stop them this time. My parents want to spend some time with Daisy. They love her so much, and they want to bond with her more.
I know they're good to Daisy because they adore her, but I don't want to live on the same street as them. That would be too much for me to handle. They might call me cold or ungrateful, but I just can't do it. You promised me this before we got married, remember? You said we'd live far away from them and have our own space.
But I do think we'll be able to focus on work more if my parents live very close to us. We can get them to look after Daisy when we're busy, right? They can help around the house, too. They can cook and clean and do the laundry for us.
We've been able to cope so far while we both worked. We don't need their help. And really, the housework would be fine if you actually helped me with it, right, Jim? You could do some of the cooking and cleaning and laundry yourself, instead of leaving it all to me.
I guess. Fine. I'll try to help more around the house. Just try not to decline so forcefully to my parents when they ask us to move closer. They might get hurt or angry if you're too harsh with them.
Then you should help me when we talk to them. You should support me and stand by me. So no agreeing to their plan. Got this?
Fine. I get it. I'll stick with you on this. Leanna, where are you? I've been trying to call you for a while. I heard you and Daisy went for a walk.
We're exploring the hills out back. Daisy found a squirrel earlier, so she wants to find it again.
It's almost dark, so you should get back soon. Mom says she wants a hand with making dinner. She's making your favorite dish, lasagna.
I know, but I don't want to see your dad. He made me feel so uncomfortable today. After not seeing him for so long, literally the first thing he said to me was, "You've put on some curves." That's not a normal thing to say to your daughter-in-law, is it?
He didn't mean any harm by that. He's from an older generation, so he doesn't know what's appropriate these days. He was just trying to compliment you on your appearance.
Maybe, but it didn't exactly make me feel great. It made me feel like he was judging me or objectifying me. I don't like it when he looks at me like that.
Just ignore him. He's harmless. Anyway, don't go near the guest house. There's someone with a very twisted head in there.
Twisted head? Isn't it just Nathan? Your brother who came to visit as well?
Yeah, I didn't think my brother would be visiting as well. I wish I'd known beforehand so he could have visited another time. Or, better yet, not at all.
I've greeted him a few times, but he seems normal to me. I say hi to him this morning, but he responded normally. He said hello back and asked how we were doing.
Ugh, don't say hi to him. In fact, you shouldn't speak to him at all. Even if he speaks to you first, ignore him. Pretend he doesn't exist.
Okay, but what's so strange about him? I didn't notice anything different about him. He just looks like a normal guy to me.
He's kind of creepy. And he's always watching anime. You know those Japanese cartoons with big-eyed characters and weird stories? He's a weeaboo. He's obsessed with Japanese culture and thinks he's Japanese himself.
I watch anime sometimes too. Is that a bad thing?
But the stuff he watches isn't the normal kind of anime. It's the kind that has a lot of violence and nudity and sexual themes. It's not suitable for children or anyone with a sense of decency. When I was back in high school, he peeped on my girlfriend at the time while she was in the bathroom. He was spying on her through a hole in the wall.
Wow. Is that true?
He's disgusting, right? He got beaten by Dad because of that. Dad was so angry that he almost kicked him out of the house. Anyway, don't go near the guest house anymore. I don't want him to meet Daisy either. He might try something on her or show her something inappropriate.
I got it. If you're so insistent, I won't go near the guest house anymore. But why is he staying there anyway? Why isn't he staying in the main house with us?
Because he doesn't get along with anyone in the family. He's always arguing with Mom and Dad about his lifestyle and his choices. He doesn't have a job or a girlfriend or any friends at all. He just stays in his room all day and watches anime or plays video games or reads manga or whatever else he does.
Isn't that a little harsh? Maybe he's just going through a rough patch in his life.
No, he doesn't need anything from us. He's just a loser who can't grow up and face reality. He's always been like this since we were kids. He never had any ambition or motivation or talent for anything.
Maybe he has some hidden talents that you don't know about.
No, he doesn't have any talents at all. He's just a waste of space and a burden on our parents.
Well, maybe you should try to be more understanding and compassionate towards him.
No, I don't want to be anything towards him. I don't want to have anything to do with him at all. He's not my brother. He's just a stranger who happens to share some DNA with me.
That's a very cold thing to say, Jim. He's still your brother no matter what. He's still part of your family.
No, he's not. He's nothing to me. And he should be nothing to you too. So stay away from him and don't talk to him ever again.
Okay, I won't talk to him anymore. Can we change the subject?
Fine. Let's talk about something else. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. I'm going to drink with my local friends after dinner.
Really? You're gonna leave Daisy and me alone with your parents and your brother?
After you eat, it's just brush your teeth and go to bed, right? You'll be fine without me. We'll speak tomorrow about moving house.
But...
You should show them your parenting and help them around the house. My parents were against us both working full-time, remember? They're from a generation where it's normal for the women to be stay-at-home moms.
Hey, wait a minute. They don't think I do the housework normally? Then you should tell them that I do.
Well, I know that, but my parents don't. If you show them that you can take care of the family, they won't use that against us when we decline about the moving close.
Ugh, I don't get this at all. Fine, but come home quickly.
Well, I'll make an effort.
An effort? I came here even though I didn't want to. You need to support me a little more.
Fine, I get it. When we have the talk with my parents, I'll be on your side, Leanna.
As you should. Oh, will Nathan be joining us for the talk?
I doubt it. Our parents moving doesn't concern him.
Of course it does. They're his parents too. They're considering moving because they're worried about our living situation. Nathan should be involved too.
It's fine. Don't worry about him.
I'll at least tell him that we're having this talk.
It's fine. I told you already, didn't I? Don't go near the guest house where he is.
I won't take Daisy with me. Then it should be fine, right?
Talking to him won't do any good. Just don't go near him.
Then you should tell him, Jim.
I don't want to speak to him.
Then I guess I'll have to talk to him.
Well, it's not my fault if something happens. I tried to warn you. It'll be your own fault, no one else's. Hey, why did you leave the house? I'm hungover and I've got a splitting headache. I don't want to deal with this. I'm really not in the mood for this.
That's my line, Jim. I called you so many times, but you didn't pick up.
I was drinking with my friends. I couldn't help it.
I bet you couldn't. You heard what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah. Nathan went under Daisy's bed covers in the night. I told you that my brother was a pervert, didn't I? You still went to speak to him after I told you not to. This is your fault.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you that this was caused by you speaking to Nathan. It's because you went into the guest house when there was no need. So he took that as an invitation. You can't just do whatever just because my parents aren't going to be living close.
What?
And you left, even before we had the talk with my parents. My parents say they're so disappointed in you. They said that they want a daughter-in-law who treats them well. I don't know if it's going to work between us like this.
Right. I agree. Let's divorce. I can't do this with you anymore either, Jim. Getting divorced would be the best thing for both of us.
No. I only said that half seriously. I didn't mean that I wanted to divorce you.
I'm saying it completely seriously. Anyway, what? Nathan went under Daisy's bed covers? Is that what your parents told you?
They did.
That's wrong. Your dad was the one who went under Daisy's bed covers. Nathan actually tried to stop him. Your dad's face is swollen, right?
Huh? Dad said he got hit when he tried to stop Nathan.
I was watching the whole thing right next to them. When Daisy woke up screaming, your dad was right next to her. Daisy says Nathan tried to help her as well. We didn't just both imagine that.
Oh, so it wasn't Nathan after all.
You said that Nathan is a sick pervert. But not only is he normal, he's kind. He actually gave us a lift away from your parents' house. It's your dad who's sick in the head.
Wow. What are you saying? Why is Dad sick?
He snuck into Daisy's bed and even lied that it was Nathan who did it. If that isn't sick, I don't know what is.
My dad's her grandfather, so it's okay. He just wanted a cuddle with his granddaughter after not seeing her for so long. He probably made it Nathan's fault because you guys noticed and he was just embarrassed.
What, are you being serious right now? He snuck into the room where we were sleeping while you were gone. I was even sleeping beside her. Your dad is a filthy pervert. He's a twisted old geezer.
What's your problem? Why are you insulting Dad?
I'm not insulting him, just stating the truth. I shouldn't be asking you why you don't understand. Do you even realize what he did to your own daughter?
Stop treating Dad as if he's a weirdo. You always twist everything he does to make him look bad. How self-centered are you to be so self-conscious about him seeing you breastfeeding Daisy?
I see now. It's like Nathan said.
What is?
He said that even if I told you, you wouldn't believe me, Jim. You said that in the past. Nathan peeped on your girlfriend in the bathroom. But he denied it, right?
Of course, anyone would deny it. They don't want to be treated like a criminal.
He told me that was your dad, too. Nathan caught your dad as he was peeping on her. He said that he pinned the blame on Nathan. He was forced to become distant from the family because he found out your dad's secret.
But he could just be making all of this up. There's no evidence.
There is. There's footage of your dad sneaking into our room.
Footage?
Nathan went to your parents' house for a purpose. He thought that your dad would try to do something creepy, so he was trying to get some proof.
Are you sure that's true?
What's the point in me lying about this? Daisy even told me that when she was having a shower, your dad went into the bathroom to speak to her. It's very suspicious behavior. Why would he go to the bathroom and speak to her from behind the shower curtains? I can't help but wonder, what would have happened if she was getting changed?
Hey, come on now. Stop thinking in that way. You're being dramatic. He's family. I feel sorry for Dad.
What, you're gonna take your dad's side even after all of this?
I'm not taking sides. I'm just doing what's right. Stop accusing him of doing strange things with his family. This is horrible.
You're the one who's horrible, Jim. Daisy says she's creeped out by your granddad, too. I don't need you if you're not gonna protect me and Daisy. I should have divorced you sooner if this was gonna happen.
Just calm down, Leanna. What a joke it would be to divorce over something so small.
It's no small thing, not for me or Daisy. And this isn't just about your dad. I'm getting sick of your behavior too, Jim.
My behavior? I've been a good father, haven't I? Aren't you satisfied?
You believe your father over me and our daughter? We both work full time, but you feel entitled to me doing all the housework. You show no concern for your daughter. You try to protect your parents over us after all we've been through. I've had enough. Enough of everything.
What the hell? I wish I'd listened to my parents.
Huh?
Women with careers get full of themselves. It's exactly as they said. Just because you can make it on your own even if we divorce you, insult my parents. You won't quit your job, but you won't let my parents close by. You're selfish and always whining. I should have married a more obedient woman.
Fine then. So we agree to a divorce? We'll be leaving the house immediately.
Leanna, hi. It's been a while.
What is it? Didn't I tell you not to text me other than to see Daisy?
Actually, I wanted to apologize to you and Daisy. I was wrong.
Okay.
After we divorced, my parents moved in with me. They couldn't get hold of Nathan, so we were living normally until recently. But Dad got arrested!
Oh, what for?
You know the Johns next door? Dad was stealing laundry from their little girl.
Really?
Yeah, really. And when they searched his room, he had items of clothing from other women and girls, too.
Right, so now you believe us?
I'm sorry. I was so stupid. It seems like Mom knew from before about Dad's sick habit, but she ignored it. Now she's just holed herself up in her room. Please help me. I can't look after the two of us alone.
And? I'm not your wife anymore.
I'm begging you. The house is a mess, and the neighbors are looking at us coldly. I feel myself getting depressed as well.
I'm sure it's tough for you, but this is what you wanted. You chose your parents over us.
But I didn't think Dad was actually guilty.
I understand wanting to believe your own father, but I told you so many times, didn't I? This could have gone differently if you'd listened to us back then.
Leanna, let's fix this. I'll really make an effort. I'll protect you and Daisy from now on. I'll contribute to the housework too. I won't burden you with everything. I'll work hard.
Jim.
Let's sell this house and buy a bigger property to build the house on. We can't live here anymore. It'll work out as long as we're both working full time. We'll build a guest house for my parents.
What? So your parents will live with us too?
It's fine as long as we have separate living spaces, right? We'll just look after them sometimes.
You don't get it at all. I'm tired of this. Divorcing you was the right decision after all.
But they're family. We should take care of them, right?
You're still saying that. What if your dad tries to do something to us again?
I'll protect you both if that happens.
It'll be too late after the fact. Anyway, what makes you think you could protect us next time when you couldn't before? I'm not living with your parents or you. Daisy and I will live with just the two of us.
Leanna, didn't you love me? If there wasn't this problem with my parents, our marriage would have continued.
I thought about that, but I think this would have happened between us eventually. I thought I should move on after considering that.
But why? Why does this have to happen?
Because I have no choice. You didn't stop your dad from peeping on my breastfeeding. You laughed as if it was normal when he snuck into Daisy's bed covers. You said it was normal because he's family, that we were being overly sensitive. I can't deal with your way of thinking.
I just want you to support me. Please, help me.
You asked for help when you didn't help us. How convenient. Of course I wouldn't live with those people.
But I can't even move house like this. The house is a total mess.
You said you'd contribute to the housework earlier, but maybe you should do that now. So stop relying on others. If you can't do it now, that wouldn't magically change if you moved in with us.
No. I'll make an effort. Please come back because I'll help out. I'm begging you.
I don't want to live with a criminal. Stop trying to drag me and Daisy into this. You said you wanted to marry a more obedient woman, didn't you? I'll never forget that. I will never choose to be with your family again. Ever since we divorced, Jim kept trying to contact me. He seemed to be having a hard time coping with the situation. He even showed up in front of my workplace once, hoping to talk to me. I was scared and annoyed by his behavior, so I reported him to the police. They issued a restraining order against Jim, and he finally stopped bothering me. I guess he realized that he had no chance of getting me back. I heard that his dad got into trouble again for stealing laundry from other women and girls. He was arrested for the second time, and Jim had to deal with his dad's legal issues and pay compensation to the victims. I felt sorry for him, but I also felt relieved that I didn't have to live with such a creepy person. Jim chose his parents over us, so I hope he takes good care of them. As for me and Daisy, we moved away and started a new life. We met a wonderful man named Nate, who loves us and treats us well. Daisy also became close to Nathan, Jim's brother, who saved her from their dad's clutches. She sometimes borrows my phone to text him about anime, which they both enjoy watching. I don't really understand their conversations, but I'm glad they have fun talking to each other. Nathan is such a great uncle to Daisy, and I appreciate his kindness. I'll make sure that Daisy is happy and safe with me and Nate.